No.
No.
I'm gonna chew it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Welcome to the
22nd.
That's good. Welcome to the 22nd episode of the Sketchbook Heroes. With me, Ilias.
Me, Robert.
And our special guest,
Artem.
I come from far away.
Yeah.
No.
And then we're all like
Mexicano.
Mexicans again.
Yeah, of course.
God damn it.
Well, at least I'm not German today. That's good.
That's
Or
good.
Robot. Yeah.
So you're gonna put a new German joke in a few minutes, right?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, really?
Nein.
But-
No, so
But
good.
you always have it in a plan,
Yeah,
like
we do.
German jokes.
Of
That's
course,
true.
we have like
We're
this.
not there yet, okay?
You ruined it, Artem.
Don't ruin it.
Fuck it.
Right.
Spoil the German joke immediately.
But
Ah,
yeah.
these goddamn guests.
Yeah, they keep coming here. I don't know.
Taking our jobs.
We're trying to do our job, and they keep talking about Germans and Mexicans. I don't know.
Racist.
So what's wrong with you, Artem? What's your story?
I'm not German, not Mexican. I'm Ukrainian. I'm artist. Most of you can guess from my name, yeah. Because everybody thinks it's from art or something. Yeah, I'm Artem Solop. I draw stuff.
Amazing stuff.
Professionally and for fun, both.
Mm-hmm.
I make money from my skills and make followers from my funny things.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Like us.
But, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like that.
No, amazing stuff. If you guys aren't
Yeah,
following
thanks.
Artem, you really need to. It's totally badass. Your sketches blow my mind every time.
Well, thank you.
Such an original, cool style.
Yeah, definitely. Really nice, man.
But before we dive into Artem's history, maybe just do a little Sketchbook Heroes intro and get this fucking show on the road. We're just gonna let Ilias go on this one. There we go.
Sketchbook Heroes.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons. Even with beards and tattoos, you know they haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, pick up. Sketchbook hero, they all seem to have a neat line.
And we're back. I just wanted to do it once.
Ah, no, you did. No.
Yeah, I'm
No,
done.
follow
I'm done.
Yeah.
Dun. Sorry.
That's the stuff I cut out. No.
All right. Good to know.
No, but we're back. We have Artem with us. We have Robert. And,
Yeah.
and we're good to go. So, Artem, I know that a lot of people want to know who you are and sort of how you started. So, let's hear your story.
Let's bring it back.
If it's a usual story of, I guess, most of the artists. I started from art school because
Wow.
of being a talented guy. Yeah, I think it was when I was 12 years old. Yeah, they put me into art school. I really like that, but I don't know what I like best. The stuff we learn to draw or the weird guys around.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah, after 4 years at art school, I went to university to study interior design.
Good choice.
Yeah, it was in my hometown. So, yeah, but I was lucky we've been not only concentrated on interior design, usually you have academic drawing and painting there. So, yeah, I like that a lot. But after 4 years, I decided to change my direction a bit because interior was too boring for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a graphic designer, so I went to another university to study it. But I've been there just 1 year and went to find a job. So
I love it.
There was like 2005 or 6.
How old were you then? Like when you actually got your first gig?
Like 20? 19 or 20. But it's not like first gig, it was a company, advertisement company. and we've been doing web pages, Flash, kind of new tech
I
that
love
day.
Flash. Or
Yeah,
not
actually.
really, but yeah, I do kind of like it.
Actually,
not
my love with the Flash started there. Like,
Okay, cool.
So yeah, but I've been pretty lame. But I worked there for a year, but it was helpful to improve my skills and kind of get started with something, because I didn't knew like there's a huge difference what you study and what you have in the stuff you deal with in the office.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was. I got into different web design, graphic design, how to do vector art, Photoshop, and like get serious. After that, I moved to a capital it's Kiev, Ukrainian city.
Awesome.
So I've been working on like it was media holding, something like that. It was a radio station and network, cinema networks.
Cool.
So I've been kind of the only graphic designer there, doing posters and other stuff.
Nah,
there
cool.
was
You lucky
also
fuck.
concert agency belonged to that company. So
yeah.
I've been quite connected with the different like agencies in Europe who've been responsible for one or another artist and providing me with assets and stuff, because some serious guys who are really serious, like international, they want their stuff to be printed.
Of course.
I was not allowed to change anything or something.
Okay.
But sometimes I was free just to do my stuff, and that was quite easy.
Cool.
That's how I spent 3 or 4 years, I guess. So at 2010, I decided I want to draw. I want to draw cool shit. Yeah, video games. So I was pretty good at Flash and vector graphics and like creative sketches and stuff. So I went to a video game company. Yeah, I started to make games. So I worked with games. It was casino games.
Of course. Hey, games. I'll get.
Yeah, from like, it was just a job, but I've been doing my stuff on my side, like personal projects, like painting and different like this. I started to do this robots and pretty much 7 years ago or something.
Really? Yeah. We'll get back to that one, I think, because I think we have a lot of questions regarding that.
Yeah, I started to think about I need to do my own things, not only for money, because I didn't thought about money anymore. I had enough salary to cover my expenses and rent.
Yeah.
So I wanted something to just dive in and have fun. Yeah, so then I went to China for 2 years and I came back from there month ago.
And now you're back in Sweden.
Back in Sweden.
Fuck yeah.
In Stockholm, and
We're happy to have you.
doing games here. So it's pretty much easy money for me.
No. But it's just like, you know the job.
Yeah, and I for all these years I got a lot of skills. I can do Flash 2D animation, vector graphics, whatever, drawing. I can do pretty much everything except 3D. So, yeah.
And in animation, like you can do it in Flash. Can you do like After Effects?
Yes,
as well?
I can do After Effects, all the particle generators.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm not really advanced like
No,
the
no,
guys on a TV or something.
No, but that's...
But it's what enough for games.
Yeah.
I can't even make a new layer in After Effects. So.
Come on. there's YouTube with the tutorials.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that's the best thing.
Yeah, but no, that is true.
Yeah, now you are free to...
And I think that's advice to give everyone. Like, if you don't know something, YouTube, Google,
Yeah.
find it out.
It works. Yeah. Even if you don't know how to do something, you will always have time while working at the office to Google for something and
and solve it. Yeah.
And waste their money. That's good. Always. Beat the system.
Hey, no, you evolve.
It doesn't take long. usually.
Depends on how many clips you watch. You start with one, and then comes the kitty clips.
Well, if you have zero knowledge, of course,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
usually you don't know just the basic stuff like
Yeah.
5%,
Yeah, it's gonna take me half a year plus the 5 minutes
just
to
15,
do it. Yeah.
20 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man,
Well, sorry. Like, I'm not bored. I'm just really tired today.
he's bored.
Sorry.
Alright, I mean, step up your game, Robert. He's getting tired.
Yeah, exactly.
all right.
Be more funny.
All right. Stop being boring.
No pressure.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, he insulted the last guest, so you're okay.
It's a standard thing.
Standard
You have to. We're getting there.
Don't worry about
I'm
it.
just getting warmed up.
I am
Alright.
actually getting really warm.
Yeah, me too.
Ah, damn.
Should we open the
Sweating
back
in a room with a two naked guy,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
You know?
The only thing we're
like in a proper Swedish movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Actually,
Yeah, it's true.
this is so Swedish. The rain is pouring down outside.
Yeah, it's very romantic. We
And
should
it's,
actually have the purple lights on.
12th of June.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And it's we have the best lighting during the day, ever, like that golden sort
Oh,
of
yeah.
shimmer.
Just makes me hard straight away.
Don't trust them, it's dark the whole
It's
day.
It's just darkness.
Yeah.
Dark and gloomy.
Okay, so where were we?
I don't know. Yeah.
Artem,
Yes.
Life story. That
life
was good.
story.
That was
Do you
great.
want to continue?
Well,
I mean, now it's
yeah,
time for
I-
us to fill in, I think. 'Cause
yeah,
he's
basically,
told his life story.
I want to tell this thing that my artist life divided in two parts.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one part is a job at the office where I use my skills to get money,
Yeah.
and another one is just to draw my whatever shit where I upload on the internet,
Yeah.
on all the possible social networks.
Yeah, you should actually shout them out now and
Yeah.
then shout them out again.
Yeah, you
later.
can Google me. It's easy. It's YouTube, Tumblr. It's everywhere. Just
Which
Google
one-
it. I'm on all pages. Like,
Which one is your primary, though? Like
primary
Instagram?
now, yeah, I would say it's Instagram. Now it's primary, because before that I used Behance a lot,
Yeah, me too.
but it requires to have a more or less serious project.
Yeah.
You cannot upload different rubbish every day and expect
Yeah.
they give you a star.
No.
I usually upload 2-3 good projects. I collect them, like best of the
Yeah.
best. Like I receive the stars from them and all that stuff, featuring on main pages, and but
That's awesome.
but it takes a lot of time. Because previously I've been working too serious on that. I tried to do a good illustration, spend like 20-30 hours.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not actually my style, and it's not my real feeling.
No.
Yeah.
Like it usually takes like 15-30 minutes and rough thing, and just upload, and people will watch
And
it.
Behance is not just
Yeah.
upload it as well. Like
Yeah,
unless
it's professional.
you have to sort of like design the
Yeah,
page as
and-
well, to make it work.
Yeah,
with all the
create a
different-
presentation.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that in itself is another 30 hours. Just.
But it's good because I can take a look and compare my skills to the other guys. Because
Definitely.
since it's a professional community, and the guys who give you stars and stuff, they're quite competent professionals
Yeah.
from different advertisement agencies and quite famous guys. So you can compare whose projects with the stars, and how you should improve your work to be like them, like on that
definitely.
level. So actually my graphic design and all other skills helps a lot to keep that the high quality.
Yeah, I feel like, well, before, I used to use Behance a lot before, and I primarily use my telephone, like just easy uploads.
Oh, that was stupid.
But
I did
now,
it.
I don't know what's happened. Maybe they've fixed it now. I haven't been in a couple of months, but it's like you set up the whole thing. You want this image first, and la 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 la. Everything's good. You write your thing, post it, and then when you look at it, the pictures are turned and they're cropped.
Yeah,
and it's like it looks
No,
different on like
it works bad on the phone.
yeah. If
Yeah.
I go in on the computer, it looks okay, but the pictures are still turned.
That's true.
And then, in the phone it looks okay, and the next time it doesn't look okay. Like, I just got so fucking tired of that, so now,
You're right.
yeah, I am,
I'm always uploaded from the computer.
Behance.
Yeah. Behance is good though for work. Like
Yes.
you get seen by professionals and you get job offers from professionals.
But think about the way you post pictures and like
But, yeah.
really take time and
Yeah.
putting
Present them
some
properly, yeah.
effort into your presentation. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to choose, and
But,
so sometimes I spent around 5 or more hours to do
To
good
upload.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, to compile and to choose my works and to upload them.
yeah. No, I'm easy that way. Like it's always the same. It's a black background, white text, images.
Yeah.
Done.
Oh yeah, I used to do like a cool presentations back in the days, like 2011, 12. But then they changed their engine, and all of this stuff is fucked
Oh,
up
yeah,
now.
when Adobe
they don't
bought
support it. Yeah, when Adobe bought it, it doesn't support anymore. So it's kind of default
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So, yeah, Adobe. Fucking get
Adobe.
your shit together.
Ah,
We like your community.
You sons of bitches.
See, I'm not mad. I'm trying to improve stuff.
it's a long story with this Adobe.
Yeah. But yeah. We continue.
Yeah.
Like your traditional like your professional and your
Yeah, because now
Personal stuff.
we've dove into your professional life and we know sort of what you've been up to, and now you're here in Stockholm. How did you get into like art from the start? Like, except art school? Did you have an interest before that?
Yes,
'Cause
of course.
obviously-
Yeah, I've been quite. They considered me as a talented kid, but basically I've been watching cartoons, and yeah, I try to draw
Yeah.
Turtles and Robocop and Terminator.
You're in a safe place.
Yeah, that's
you're amongst nerds,
Yes.
don't worry.
started from there. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
Then I learned how to do traditional, how to draw portraits and nudes and boring stuff, and I came back to
To the cool
robots
stuff.
and
Yeah.
shit.
Nice.
Yes, the cool.
Was it Transformers? Was that your big influence?
Yeah.
Or was it Neon Genesis? Or was it...
I think it's Transformers and no, Neon Genesis. I've been already grown up when it came out.
Yeah.
Turtles, Robocop, Terminator,
Yeah, the
all that
Fuck yeah.
stuff.
early stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was-
Transformers.
Oh, man.
Definitely.
Transformers. Oh man. Every time I got a Transformer toy.
Voltron,
Oh,
yeah.
Voltron. of
various Japanese, like old 80s anime, like
dude.
Guyver.
course. Yeah, Guyver. Oh, dude, when I saw Guyver, it was like brutal. It had that guy in the Guyver suit.
Who's
Oh,
Guyver? I don't know this. I
Guyver.
Yeah,
missed
the
it.
bio suit,
Yeah,
something.
bio-
It's a lot of blood, mutants, violence.
Yeah.
Kids shouldn't watch that.
It
But
sounds
I
amazing.
don't know how I managed to watch
Dude,
that.
VHS
That's-
fucking
yeah.
tapes, you know.
I didn't
Guyver.
have any VHS.
Did you see the actual live action Guyver movie?
Live action. There
Yeah,
are
like-
two, one Japanese and one
Yeah, the American.
old. No, I
Yeah.
haven't. Maybe I watched them in
It's
childhood, but
so bad. Yeah, but still brutal.
I need to see this.
there should be.
This sounds very
Dude, Guyver
interesting.
was sort of like, imagine the ninja from
Oh, is it the
Metal
guy
Gear
with the
Solid.
spike on-
Yes.
Yes, with the spike.
Okay. Yeah. I think I've seen
The
parts
Guyver.
of the live action movie.
Yeah, he
think you
destroying
showed
the
me
shit
that.
out of mutants and
Awesome.
with the bones and
Didn't
blood.
he have the?
Yeah, some
Didn't he
kind
have
of spike or
yeah.
sword
This sounds amazing.
kind of slicing. Yeah, I really like
Hey, they
that.
sliced and diced. We were kids.
Yeah.
I've always
Like,
loved
oh my
blood.
god, it's brutal.
Blood and gore.
Yeah, exactly.
Akira, of course.
Oh, of course.
The Galaxy Express 999. And that girl with the triangle face. And your first crush?
Oh shit! No, I think like one of the first one. I think like
I think
it's
I know
either
mine.
Turtle, like April
April
or
O'Neil.
April O'Neil or Chitara from Thundercats.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Thundercats.
Chitara,
yeah,
man.
they were good.
But actually, I have a real person that was like. Do you guys remember Casper, the friendly ghost?
Yes, sure.
Christina Ricci.
Oh,
As,
Christina
the
Ricci
little
is
girl.
the little girl, yeah.
I had
the
like,
live action.
I don't remember
It wasn't even a
actors.
crush. It was a full-on. I was in love with this girl. Like I was going nuts. I watched it fucking every day, just trying to plan our future together, and never reached out. So, Christina, if you're listening, I'm actually single now. Let's do this.
worst.
Just saying.
Christina Ricci, if
I
you're
could be
not
your
too
friendly
old,
ghost.
I'm available.
I'll just hover around in the next room making noises, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know what she said.
there was also
Casper.
Oh, that was horrible. But yeah, no, actually, Christina Ricci
I'm
in
not cutting
Casper.
that out.
was
Hey, I'm not cutting that out.
super crush.
also the guy with the blast curly guy Cobra.
Oh, Cobra
The guy
was
with a lot of
awesome.
chicks
Yeah.
around and
Yeah.
music by
the
Yellow
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah, Cobra.
It's like seven.
Space.
Was he blonde?
Yeah,
Yeah, blonde guy.
Yellow.
Yeah.
He was
Yellow, yeah.
in Japanese movies of the 80s.
It was
they've
Japanese
been,
blonde.
they've been yellow Japanese blonde.
Yeah, I just
that's
insulted a lot of
tough.
people again. Sorry. I've got a man bun, okay? Make fun of me. Ilias is looking questionable. So,
No, it's
yeah.
fine. This was safe.
But like, because I've looked through your stuff, love your stuff, but I feel like there's some sort of graffiti reference or
Sure, of
have
course.
you
When
any
I-
background in?
Yeah, in high school when this hip hop culture became just monopoly everywhere.
Crisscross, right?
Like my I call it douchebag years.
Oh, we've had those too.
So yeah, I've been very into that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I even tried to make graffiti. I even did a few like on big size on professional level in few shopping malls back in the
Really?
days, like 10 or 12 years
So
ago.
you get paid for doing?
Yeah, I got
those?
paid
Damn.
for that time pretty well. I did one wall and I bought a computer and PlayStation.
Holy
so-
shit.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
Well, and I was just second year in university and was
That's
quite a
awesome.
huge money for me.
Yeah, sweet, man.
Yeah,
But
'cause
it
that's
wasn't
why I
kind of
hate-
constant
No.
business.
But yeah, that's why I hate doing wall murals or paintings. I used to do a bunch before, but you know, nobody ever had money to pay.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, so I got paid with like beer and maybe 5,000 crowns or
Yeah.
something. And it's like, yeah, well,
And
thanks.
all the dudes, your friends. so,
Yeah, exactly.
Drink up your
Yeah.
beer
Yeah,
and
exactly. They buy it for you, then they drink it while
waste
you
your
work.
money. Burn your-
Fuckers, you
Art
know who
life.
you are. But yeah, no, so I don't do that much anymore. Now we're talking a
So
lot
yeah,
more.
I've been into graffiti. Like it influenced me a lot. I would say that I like the Futura 2000 guy, Futura 2000.
Doesn't
Mostly
ring any
his
bells.
work for. He made a spike head guys. Like
Oh, okay.
there was a band Uncle,
Yeah.
and he made a lot of covers for them, singles and
Ah.
stuff. But he's quite old. He's from 70s, like a classic
Old school.
graffiti artist. So
Nice.
yeah, I
I-
like his stuff a lot.
I recognize spiky head guys. but
Oh, yeah, I've been.
I'm bad with names.
I'm usually closely connected to music I listen and artworks artists
yeah.
made for that stuff. So
Nice. Yeah, I wish I was.
yeah.
I just no, I don't have that attention span. Just
No.
disappears.
Yeah, same here.
Like, I don't even know the names of the bands I'm listening to at the moment. So
Oh,
Yeah.
nowadays, yeah, like, dude, I know the bands. I just don't know the actual, like name of the songs. Like, oh, I listened to this. Oh, you listen to that band. What song is your favorite? I'm like,
you know this one. Da, na, 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 na,
That's
na,
pretty much how
Yeah,
I know them.
just made it
Yeah.
up.
I notice you getting old and it's hard to keep inside the head everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, I knew every track list and can say what the
Yeah,
track
that is
number from
track
which
number,
album
yeah, exactly.
and which year. But now, yeah, it's impossible.
But you don't listen in the same way. You have them like on your phone in your pocket.
Yeah.
Like in the past, you sat there with the like CD cover.
Exactly.
And you were
bought
like,
it.
oh yeah, number 4, bro. Yeah. It's
Still
so
doing
good.
like that.
I don't even have a CD player.
You buy EPs or
My vinyl.
LPs?
Oh yeah,
LPs.
vinyls.
And I'm still listening to some albums are just supposed to be heard as an albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some albums I cannot take one song and listen to it. Just
True
I don't know.
professional music.
not a
listener.
professional, but
Connoisseur.
Yes, a connoisseur.
Connoisseur.
Yes.
Connoisseur of music.
Really? That's going to be the most fancy word we've ever used in this podcast, I think.
And probably the last.
Yeah.
fucking
Fuck that,
connoisseur.
So you're fucking a connoisseur. Elaborate.
Nice. Yeah, last time we really
We're really
we
fucked
went
up,
nuts.
yeah. But it was because someone said we cursed too much. It was fun. I couldn't sort of like, it was in the back of my mind. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck.
Still there.
I just couldn't sort of get
My
out.
mind just keeps going anal. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah,
Anal?
anal.
Anal.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Good word.
yeah.
Actually, no, let's not do that.
That's no.
I just saw a link yesterday about sort of making a chocolate print of your anus.
Wow.
I don't know if it was real,
Holy shit.
but they had this little
We'll
piece
share
of
it
chocolate.
on,
Yeah.
You'll get it in a newsletter.
Episode cover. Artem Solop, and then you just
Please
chocolate
don't.
anus.
The one with the chocolate anus. That's awesome. Nice. All right, so we covered some graffiti. Sorry.
Some graffiti,
keep
yeah.
derailing.
Random graffiti.
Random
Talk-
graffiti.
No, but that's cool because then I was right. I did see some sort of graffiti influence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
style.
early 2000s games and cartoons. Like, I remember Gorillaz was a huge shit
Oh,
for me
yeah.
in 2000.
Yeah.
First album, and Invader Zim TV series.
Oh yeah, the first episode is fucking unbeatable.
Just insane. I still love it. Like,
It's been ages since I saw that.
and
Dude,
You showed
I,
it to me
I
the
just
first time.
remember the first one like clearly, like it was yesterday, because it has so many sort of good jokes in it.
yeah, exactly. that
It
too.
looks broken. It's advanced. like all
Yeah, it
those
was
things.
nice. Video games like Jet Set Radio, of course.
Oh, nice.
Crazy Taxi.
Oh, yeah.
All this heavily cel shaded 3D stuff.
The Crazy
course.
Taxi.
Like
when I
what-
was in the army, that was the game. The one game we had on the arcade. I just
Nice.
played the shit out of that game. So much money
Yeah,
lost.
so
Damn.
a lot of influence from video games. Wipeout.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
It's
Wipeout.
probably my favorite racing game.
Aren't they bringing out a new one?
Yeah,
that's-
they made a like a
They made a-
4K remake.
Okay.
Wasn't the soundtrack awesome for Wipeout or like the
They had a
remixes?
lot,
Yeah,
like
a lot of remixes.
in the
huh?
like old Wipeouts, they had Chemical Brothers, Prodigy,
Yeah,
all
exactly.
that stuff. You can get a PlayStation CD and put it into player and skip.
Oh yeah,
I guess
exactly.
you need
That's-
to skip track 1 or 2 and
Mhm.
you listen to the whole shit there.
Oh, cool.
It was
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah,
We're getting
that is actually a really nice combo of like how
Yeah,
you
of
could
a
make
music
games and
and
then
make-
just
Yeah,
have the
and-
soundtrack in the CD.
Yeah. That's genius.
90s.
90s, yeah. Before people started getting butthurt about everything.
Yeah. Anus. Told you.
Yeah, now we're becoming those old people that sort of
Yeah,
like in the 90s.
yeah,
you
I
can
remember
listen-
my time.
They're not
Yeah.
listening to music today.
We
What
didn't
is
have any
this?
iPod.
What is trap? Trap. That's not music. That's something you
But
catch
it's not
something-
music, it's just drum
No, I know,
machine.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man. Sorry. Call back to Josh Bodwell when he was here.
Yep.
The thing.
The thing, yeah. Oh, it's very funny.
All
You
right.
had to be there. But you have a lot of stickers on your work. Stickers.
I do.
Yeah, you put like Chiquita banana stickers today.
I put all the shit what I can find because like I started this sketchbook thing maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I've been too serious about it. I try to make every page as an illustration because I saw
Yeah.
a lot of this hipster photos with the coffee and shit and their beautiful
yeah.
drawings. So I try to do like that, but since
with
I
your
have
own.
this weird style, of course I couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, maybe few years ago, like 2 or even 1 year, I became more like free and loose drawing, all that
Yeah.
stuff. I don't use any color anymore, only line.
Yeah.
I don't use only black
Yeah.
pen or only blue. I have a orange, red, green, whatever.
So what pen do you use?
Just whatever random pens.
Yeah.
I'm not addicted to these artsy, expensive professional tools because I had this period
Yeah.
when I bought the box of supplies and all that shiny, fancy. It's even was afraid to touch them or unpack. and
They're still in the
and
plastic.
I didn't use them a lot. I still use the random ballpoint pen and
Yeah,
do
but
stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Like-
That's sort of how we, or
Yeah.
at least how
I don't know
I
what's-
use them all. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I use them on like color pencil, and then like, oh, this 50 crown pen doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
just fix it later. Toss it.
Yeah, like famous, like Pilot, mostly Japanese. All
Pilot
this
has a lot of good
Mitsubishi
pens, yeah.
things. They have a lot of different things. Muji.
Mm-hmm.
I like their pens. They sometimes have a nice colors.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like they have cool dark blue, like a navy
sweet.
blue
Yeah.
color.
Nice.
It's something. It's darker than a blue, but it's not black.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite dark. I like it. It's gel ink.
Yeah.
And another one.
The gel ink is so good. I
Yeah,
love those.
because the problem with the ballpoint, if you apply too much ink, it makes it glossy, and you can't scan, you can't actually take
or
picture.
you can't take a picture, yeah.
That's, yeah.
But you never draw with a pencil?
I used to draw with that, but like probably 2 years ago, I stopped using it. Because when I draw, I apply too much pressure on the paper.
Yeah.
When I draw on a like white sheet, not connected to a book or something, like on the surface of a table, it's okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when it's in a sketchbook or some
Yeah, you get that back
pad,
support, yeah.
I'm
Stab!
just yeah.
Stabby.
That's the episode name. Stabby Stabby Sketchbook.
Yeah, and usually the softest I have it's HB,
Yeah.
which is quite hard. So I have holes around the book, so it's not a good
Well, that's
thing.
actually pretty funny. And do you, when you draw, do you sort of like sketch with the ballpoint, or do you just go fucking hard lines immediately?
No, it's like 50-50. I just plan some basic shape, like if it's skull or if it's character, some basic like lines for a skeleton or just dynamic pose. And then I start to apply like thicker lines, cross-hatching, like that.
Cool. Because I think your style is very sort of like, it feels like it's tied by rules, but I mean rules that you just do instinctively. You know, like this is how I do this thing, and that makes you more confident when you put out these pieces.
Yeah,
They look
it's not
very sort of,
not a classic or it's not a proper way how to draw. Because I had nothing to do probably 6 months ago, and I started to upload few videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
like,
so you have, like-
both how I draw like with traditional with a pen and also in on a PC. Computer.
Yeah.
So then people started to ask me, hey, teach me how to draw, but I always write an explanation. This is not tutorial, like you shouldn't repeat, because after like most of the artists I know, and from the history and fellas, they have a artist background, like education. So you need to get this education and then say, fuck that education, I'm gonna do it my way. But you have your habit behind, and you have rules, and if you don't know rules, you don't know how to break them. Like,
exactly. And would you say that your fundamentals are very strong? Like, do you have like good basics?
Yeah, I had
in anatomy and everything?
I was pretty lucky. I consider them, they were good artists and my mentors in university. So yeah, I had of course I had stronger basics in just drawing.
Yeah, definitely.
My painting skills are not great, but I paint some pictures, but it's like a freestyle.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
like my random stuff, but thick layer of acrylics, and they're very bright. It's not a traditional stuff.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Like, I wouldn't expect you to do that, although you could, you know, like...
Yeah.
Like, you do whatever you want. Like, you're at that point in your art career that you can...
No.
So awesome.
Yeah. But what is your plan, sort of, for the future, like, regarding your stuff? Do you want to do, like, your own stuff? Art books, like, freelance career, or...
I'll try. I wouldn't start my freelance career because I'm not that kind of guy who can manage that, because if it's freelance you need to spend a lot of time just for managing things. I'm not good at that. You need to know the laws, tax, like basic things, basic banking rules and all that. And I'm not really organized when I'm at home.
Yeah, I know, I feel you.
And I really can't work if they ask. Like, if it's freelance, you're supposed to do a lot of things that you don't like, probably.
Depends.
Like, because I think if you are famous, like, and everybody wants your style, of course you can do
Definitely,
freelance
yeah.
because they will pay you for whatever you will
the fuck
draw.
you do, yeah. I didn't draw it today. I just picked my nose. I dried it on this paper. Here
Yeah,
you go,
that's-
50,000, please.
I'm not on that stage so far, so I cannot
Life goals.
start this freelance thing. I would try to do some maybe art book.
Yeah.
I have some
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. I still
You got
don't
my
know.
money, man.
Okay.
I want it for free. Fuck this guy.
I
I'm not
got
gonna-
I
few-
mean, yeah, I want it for free.
few proposition this year, like one from Chinese guy and another from somewhere here in Belgium or
Yeah.
Netherlands. It's kind of a group book, not a solo
yeah,
art book.
exactly.
But they provide me with something like 10 or 8 pages. Like, it's quite nice.
That's good.
So
Like an expose,
it's
sort of.
It's like their book. They demonstrate whatever, like 10 or 20 artists.
Oh, okay, cool.
The Chinese guys, they kind of, it was for I think it was for digital artists,
Yeah.
something like they want to introduce. And another guy, European, it's more like graffiti artists sketchbooks, or guys who inspired by graffiti, something like that.
That sounds cool.
Of course, I'd like to do my own, but I still think there are not enough good stuff to show.
But that's not true, man. That's not true.
No,
Because you have both the digital, and when you color in digital, you have this very nice sort of like the colors are bright, and like, you know, like the colors are sort of happy, but the subjects are sort
it's
of
dark.
robotic
Yeah.
and like
Darker.
robot shark and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it has that like
really-
I don't know, like tech funk, you know, like it's super cool, like cyberpunk.
Infused with
what-
the
yeah.
like 80s, 90s.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
what I like to make it look like a poster or video game cover art, not that gloomy dark blue
Yeah, exactly,
first person shooter fantasy whatever.
exactly. I am
mecha.
generic, dark, strong man.
Yeah, like welcome to dark sci-fi post-apocalyptic.
Yeah,
Fuck that shit, damn boring.
No, but that's I think what I like about your stuff is that sort of like the brightness and the colors that sort of just complement your work. Like no matter if they're fucking sharks or
I work only with this soft palette like web. I don't.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
bad at colors, so I cannot slide the gradients freely. And when I see it like facades, like bricks there in
Yeah,
palette,
it works for you,
it
yeah.
works.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I hate colors.
I
I love
love
colors, but I hate colors.
But I started to do better since I started to use this application on a phone. It's actually part of the Adobe color themes.
cooler.
It was a cooler before, but
Okay. They changed the name?
but you are still allowed to have just 5 colors in one palette.
In one palette, yeah.
So sometimes it's very useful when I take some picture and make palette based on this picture
Yeah,
on the photo, or Google for some combinations, mix them.
Nice.
Yeah. It helps a lot
Cool.
because I still stuck to 3 basic colors and some shades. That's it.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what I do. But yeah, how are we looking on time? We're good.
38.
Good.
We're actually.
38.
Yeah, I thought we would dive into some questions.
Yeah, I was thinking the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
Because you had a couple of questions from your end.
Yeah, I
and
have. I do.
Have we received any
I
questions?
think we have. So, Artem, you want to start with yours?
No, just start with yours.
Okay, cool. Great shot. No,
Good
just kidding. That was,
Amazing. Follow.
you know it. Here we have an expert.
Brush.
Yeah.
What brush do you use?
What brush do you use? Want to follow for follow?
Yeah. I think it's if you are 14, no. It makes sense.
No,
Follow
I
for
think
follow.
so. Yeah.
You have to ask the question. Like, if you haven't asked the question, you're not a real artist.
Yeah. You have to fuck up, of course.
Sure.
Like you can't always be awesome. Like you have to do all the embarrassing stuff usually that we talk about here.
Yep.
We have done in a way or another. I don't think I've done the follow for follow.
Yeah, I've been the
No, I've
same
never
10
done
years
that, yeah.
ago, probably.
Well,
Insulting famous artists in a personal message. Like, dude,
Yeah.
How do you do that shit?
Bro, yeah.
You're
so cool.
Should hang out, dude. You're
Well, I did the
nice.
follow for follow with bouquets.
Stuff
that
is
worked.
amazing. Well, I
Love
do
you, girl.
follow for follow with you,
There you go.
So-
Yeah, see,
This is just an
it's working.
and it's amazing.
yeah. It's we
Most
don't like
amazing
it.
experience on Instagram.
We don't like each other's work, but follow for follow is
yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Follow the
so
shit out of Artem. So.
just like all the like 500 pictures he's posted.
I have 1,000.
Only selfies.
Yeah,
1,002.
1,000. But you can only like 200 or something at a time
Really?
before you get blocked.
Yeah, that's true.
like
Shit.
within an hour or something or a day. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very true.
Okay, let's see here. So first person out, Enemiguno. Get a new nickname, buddy. Can't
Miguno.
Enemiguno. What sketching exercises or books to practice from does he recommend to someone who is interested in doing character design? Really enjoy his style and approach to his work. Looking to add more to my current body of work without copying his style, if that makes sense.
People usually talk about like copying a style, but it's not really the thing artists should work on. Because style is just your muscular memory how to draw lines or whatever you draw. For character design, I don't know, there are plenty of stuff in internet, just probably Google it. Because I'm a guy with education background, I can say go to art school and learn anatomy, but maybe people don't have this possibility or they are too old to start like serious thing. And there are many people in internet who just self-educated and do amazing things.
This guy.
Yeah, but
Not impressed.
No.
regarding exercises, it actually sounds like cliche, but it works. Like use at least 15 minutes every day, just practice. 15-30 minutes, it just helps.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to start, try to accept any of these challenges like Inktober, March of Robots, whatever they have, like I know Star Wars thingy they do one day.
Yeah.
It's
it,
May
May the
4th.
May the 4th.
Or
Yeah, like Star Wars Day. Yeah,
Oh
Star
yeah,
Wars
May
Day.
the 4th and Revenge of the 5th.
Yeah, and there's I know they draw skulls.
Yes, July from that Russian buddy of ours, Night Ruse.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
July,
I saw
yeah.
that often. So
Yeah.
actually it helps, and then you will feel more confident, and
Yeah, but
Great
I think also that a lot of these like answers are so simple. Like they're always simple truths.
Yeah.
They're just hard to accept. We all know these things. Like if you want to be better at drawing characters, you draw characters. Like, but first learn anatomy.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Artem said.
That's
like
basic.
learn the rules so that you can break them in a style that you like will evolve in time. Don't think so much about the style.
Yeah, style is really hard to find. You will find it automatically.
Yeah,
Exactly. And sometimes you will evolve a style and you will hate it. So don't
Yeah,
worry
that's
so
true.
much about style.
Yeah.
Like some people have a style that's very distinguished, like yours is. It's evolved to something, you know.
But in 10 years, there's no guarantee I'll stay the same.
Exactly. Or you might get tired of aspects of it and move in a direction. Because when I did, they were like, "Oh, I don't like your stuff anymore because you're doing this, but you're a really good artist." You're like, "What?"
No,
You know, and yes, exactly. But I think it's important to always keep evolving because you're the one who's supposed to think it's fun.
Yeah.
Because if you don't think it's fun,
it's your life.
yeah.
You're not the slave of your style. Like.
Or your followers.
Of course, you're gonna if you are sell out like
Yeah,
many guys who draw like only their style. They have no excuse of changing, or they have just maybe it's even forbidden by their contract.
Yeah.
Or that's why some guys make another nickname and do
Their
More
own
stuff.
I
yeah.
know it's popular in writers among the writers guys
like pseudonyms for releasing stuff. Yeah.
Doing
or
hiring
musicians who do
ghostwriters
side projects and stuff
Yeah.
to avoid label things.
Cool. Did we
Yeah.
have any more questions?
I don't think so on this network. And I
I
don't,
think it's answered, but I have few,
yeah, man. Shoot.
basically 3,
Yeah,
That's awesome.
let's shoot.
and
And thank you guys for writing.
yeah,
And
the
you guy.
You guy.
guy with the name Ignition Chemistry.
Awesome name.
Awesome name, dude.
Yeah, it's
5
amazing.
points
Could
for
be a
awesome
nice
name.
band, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
Start a band.
He asked, "What's your process like?" And he likes expressive lines on the work. Process, it's quite simple, but there are usually 2 sides of process. Because I always start with a pen and paper. Usually it's a sketchbook and a random pen I can get. So I have some idea and I draw one thing, another thing, third thing. And when I see something is quite good, I will probably take a shot and upload it on Instagram. But yeah, and apply some Nashville filter and some random other
exactly.
shit.
Some good stuff.
Perpetua. Oh, wait.
But let me build on that. Do you have like clear ideas of the things you draw? Or are they more like I have this small idea and then it just turns into this massive?
Not always. Some of the small ideas they turned into more detailed thing.
Yeah.
And when I see this idea is worth developing, I just concentrate on that one. I will scan it and probably do a vector graphics work based on it.
Yeah, I really like that about your account as well. That you have all these sketches, then you have this big
Yeah, like a
pile
huge
of,
one.
like
Yeah.
9 images
Yeah,
that
this
make
is
a whole. Yeah.
This is what is like important for me. Like I think it was a good idea. So yeah, you can take a look at my YouTube. There's everything about the process. Basically, nothing special.
Yeah.
Regarding the digital art, I draw in Flash mostly. Now it's called Animate, but I
Yeah,
still use
Animate,
Flash.
whatever.
Yeah,
Because, yeah.
my colleague in Lego did the same, and it was so weird seeing him do it. But then
Oh, we have a guy
It's
here
just-
at work as well.
it looks so
Daniel
easy.
does the same.
Like,
Yeah,
it's so fast.
It's because like I'm in love with the Flash since 2003, probably. Like they've been Macromedia, and I had
Yeah, Macromedia.
like
Oh,
a
man.
crappy version, like a very like Flash 4 or 5, something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I started to draw, and it felt really like natural.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When someone says that vector felt natural, I love it.
Oh yeah, and because for my style and
Yeah,
my, as I said, muscular memory with this
But can I ask
lines.
something then? When you paint, do you use like the brush pens in vector, or do you use the like Bezier curves?
I used to use Bezier curves
Yeah.
before. I try to do a neat, very clean vector graphics in
Yeah.
Illustrator and stuff, but it was very
Stiff.
different from what I draw with the hands.
Yeah.
From time to time, I drew stuff in Flash, but I didn't felt like
it was natural.
it's too serious, and
Yeah,
it still look
stiff.
like crap.
Yeah.
And later I started to combine them together, and I just since 2015 I don't draw in Illustrator anymore.
Okay.
I
yeah.
just use it for some typography or other elements, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
draw. I don't
it.
make
Yeah.
any shapes or Bezier stuff. I draw everything in Flash with pretty much standard tools. I don't know. There are probably no plugins to it.
Oh, dude, I have no idea. I've never actually like. I've
I've
done a
tried-
couple of animations in
Yeah.
it, but never.
No, I did a couple of animations too.
I haven't created my comfortable layout for that. I use
Sweet.
huge timeline for layers, and
Oh, dude, I
it's
fucked
really
up those
easy.
timelines
This is
so
how
many
I do
times.
that, and it's fast. I can do work really quickly, like 3-4 hours, and it's done. Sometimes even 1 hour. But I always have a sketch on paper. I never draw from scratch on a computer.
Oh, okay.
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 Even I work on a tablet, like
Yeah.
Cintiq screen. It's not natural for me to start there.
There,
I
yeah.
just
Okay.
cannot.
Well, that's cool. I think people would love to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
because everyone has their process. I'm lazy, so I'd rather just draw on the computer. Like people are like, "How do you scan your work?" I'm like, "Scan? I have an iPhone, dude." I'm like, done. I have this like skewed image. I'm like, just put it there. I'll just paint over it.
Yeah.
But
I did it
but
too.
anyway, you have a photo of your sketch, right?
Yeah.
No, not always. No.
Not
I
always?
just
Oh,
no.
okay.
Sometimes I'm like, I have this idea. I'll just do it on the computer.
Yeah.
It's faster.
Of course, I don't have this approach if I do it in the office or something.
Yeah, definitely.
If it's not
But-
for personal work, I do everything
Yeah,
on computer. So yeah,
Cool.
this
Cool.
how.
Next question.
Let's do it.
And next
Question.
question is
Swinglish.
very connected to
I
this
like it.
one, previous one.
What's your
It's
process, man?
digital art programs. I forgot the name of a guy who asked that.
Guy.
What digital art programs do you use and what do you use them for? Actually, I use a lot of digital art programs, but basic is always Adobe fucking crap.
Boom.
But
Pay us,
yeah,
damn it. We've talked about you so many times.
yeah,
Wow.
with the broken synchronization with cloud and all other issues.
Oh shit! I've experienced none of it. Mine
Really?
works seamless.
Yeah.
Wow.
Same here.
I've actually had so little problems with the Adobe Cloud, like the whole Creative Cloud thingamajig. It's insane. Like I
Really?
just
Super
log in. And,
Damn, maybe that's me only unlucky guy here. I'm not gonna complain. Yeah.
But hey, but I've been switching computers every 6 months, so
So
maybe it's that. I just like I go to the next computer, I set everything up, I start sort of installing, everything just syncs perfectly. I'm happy. I just move on to the next device.
Same here.
I just installed it on a new beast iMac 3 weeks ago.
Why did you buy a new one? There's
And
coming another one.
this Adobe, it's like you feel when it loads, it's like something really magnificent and huge is trying to load on your screen.
With an iMac, really? Shit, man.
Like 16 gigs of RAM and
Yeah.
I don't know why it works like that, but it works like it works. So basically I use my main instrument is Illustrator and Photoshop. I know them since 2002 and Flash, After Effects.
Yeah.
What else? Sometimes I play around with random pieces of software, like browser-based,
Ah, yeah.
some glitch filters and stuff when I want just to have fun.
Yep.
Sometimes I do GIFs, like based on some photo bashed things with the skulls and robots.
Badass.
Awesome. I love
So yeah,
and robots.
It depends. Of course, when I do typography or logos, I use vector editor like Illustrator because I want them super clean.
Yeah.
When I do like a big layout, I don't know, for a game where there are many different assets, I use smart objects in Photoshop. So
Pretty much
yeah, it depends.
everything. It's
Like it's really hard to explain because like every different task require different software, and it's not that different. Like basically these three: Illustrator, Photoshop, and After Effects.
Yeah.
So
How
this
often
is
do you
what I-
use After Effects? Like on a daily basis, or
Yeah.
Yeah?
Currently, I work in a small team, so every game just has one artist.
Okay.
So
you get to
shit.
do
You need to
everything.
do all the shit by
Yeah.
yourself.
That's cool.
long hours, I guess.
No, I
He's
have.
fast.
I have experience such experience before, like because I worked a lot in graphic design and whatever stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not that complicated.
Yeah.
It's even more interesting for me
Okay.
because if you do just one boring thing,
Yeah.
like only logos or only, I'm not that type of person
Yeah,
who
then you're
wants to
gonna
be
kill yourself.
concentrated.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in how game is made and how things put together. You don't need perfection. You just need to make
Get
it
it in there,
work
yeah.
and make it look like
Awesome.
quite good.
Yeah.
Usually it's not awesome.
No, but I mean, like you take it there eventually. But
You're trying to make it
Yeah.
awesome because programmer guys and developers will fuck
Like
it
you,
up.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
no, of course. But I think those limitations are what make it great as well.
Yeah.
You know, like, when they don't work with you immediately, I think that is where the value comes from.
You
If everyone
MacGyver the
was,
shit.
no, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like when everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that's great," you don't get the best thing you can
Oh,
get.
Yeah,
out of
that's
it.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Dude, you're drooling all over the place.
This was not me drooling. That
Just
was
because
the
we're
drink.
talking After Effecks.
You
stuff.
know, it like
Oh,
any
yeah.
effects or games. Mm.
Yeah.
My drink just got excited. Just... Great visual, guys. You're welcome.
Yeah, sweet. You still had a couple of more questions, I guess?
You had one more, right? That was 2.
That was 2.
There was 2.
So
Let me
yes,
check
we
the
need
list.
one more.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Are you?
No, one was actually yours.
Yeah, we had the
It
one.
was on your comment.
And then you had 2. And so now...
I had some mind stuff. I put into explanations something like why your style sucks.
Oh yeah.
It's quite offensive, but there is a the main problem behind that. It's usually artists, because artists who are not really self-confident and they trying to get a lot of opinion and asking for their bro and their friends and whoever and they trying to get a good answer like, oh my god, your style is good, your art is awesome. But more people you ask, like they will talk shit about that thing because everybody wants to have his own opinion and everybody thinks he's good at the subject, and yeah, they will tell you how to improve your skills, and
You should just draw better.
you will lose your self-confidence really easily.
It's like the opposite of taking a shit. It just
No,
goes
but
in.
how are you? Like regarding that topic, actually, like social bullying. how confident are you with? Because I know that a lot of bloggers are they get very hurt by the comments that they get, the bad ones.
They take it personal.
They take it personal, exactly. Like I couldn't give, like I'll print it on toilet paper, like we've said, and wipe my ass with it.
Yeah.
But how do you feel?
I don't really care.
Yeah. Okay.
Because most of the stuff on internet, like I have like 2 lives. I have my personal things and I have a corporate, like I do games. So people don't talk shit about games and your previous experience because it's professional community. There's basically people who will give you a next job and they will invite you into a next company.
Yeah.
You just do things well and that's it. This is the only like thing.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
but when someone leaves offensive comment or something, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Actually, I do it for fun. I'm not doing to please the people and get likes.
Yeah. That's like a side effect. It's like working out. I don't work out to be healthy. I just work out because I think it's fun. And I want to get ripped because I think that's fun. But if I get health benefits, it's like getting likes. You know, like I feel good, sure.
But that means like that art influenced the people.
Yeah.
They find the time to write a comment. It's quite...
It's
I
awesome.
appreciate
Yeah, it's super cool.
a
That,
lot.
Even if it's a bad comment sometimes.
Yeah,
Like, because this person actually took time to write this bad thing.
it's good.
But it isn't like it's true. That's the way I see it. If it's not just like
Yeah, feedback is not always
Yeah.
positive. Like,
follow.
no, but the thing is, as long as I get follow for follow, I'm fine.
It's safe.
yeah, it's more offensive.
Yeah.
than that.
I actually had one on, you know, like the DMs. Someone was like, "Oh, please feature me." I was like, "But
Oh,
you
I
have
had
to."
many.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "But you have nothing." Like he had like
Private account.
No, that has happened. That has happened. But this kid had like 4 pictures, and they were all sort of hazy selfies, like taken with, you know, like an iPhone 3.
So not
4
even
years.
drawings.
No,
Oh.
and it was just like him standing in a doorway in a blurry photo, and one of their kitchen table, him sitting
You
in
sure
a
it wasn't
blurry.
Artem?
His private
It's
account.
my private account.
Please shout out, bro. Yeah, and I was like, but you have nothing to sort of like
Yeah, connected to your theme
to
or
my
something.
theme or anything. You just have blurry photos. I was
So-
like, if you do art and you do it well and you photograph it well, like visibly,
Yeah.
then maybe. I even went out with a life story, like, I will not follow back, so if that's what you're doing, unfollow. I just want, people that care about what I do and that I can sort of connect with, because it's fun to connect with people online. I don't want them to follow me to get follows, back.
It's not necessary.
It's not necessary. That's not why we're there. Like,
No.
like I'd rather have like 1,000 followers that are active than the 10,000 that don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm
That's true.
I'm the same. Like,
But you don't have.
no, that's the thing.
No, it's just kidding.
But it's still like I have, what is it? Almost 5,000 now.
Oh, yeah, you got.
Like, yeah, I got a lot of new followers, which is great. But I still only get like 100 likes.
But
So-
that is new Instagram also.
Yeah, but
like
it's
it is.
so, like, so what's
it
the
is new.
point in having followers if it's only like one?
There are many fake.
Yeah, I know.
They will
Definitely.
disappear after a while, 1 or 2 weeks.
I have that all the time. I lose so many followers. Like I can see them sort of tick away because, and then
They kind of shady accounts or
Exactly.
illegal
Block
stuff.
them.
Some smart.
and some aren't even that. They're just not art accounts. I don't know where they're coming from. It's like people with like a picture of a flower, a picture of my ass,
Yeah.
a picture of a coffee cup. It's
Chocolate
just
anus.
random shit, and they're private accounts,
Yeah.
but it's just random people, and I'm like, who are you? Like, because I know the art people that I talk to, and they're all sort of engaged, like different level of skills. Those I understand.
Yeah.
But it's like the Twitter thing, like flipping dolphins just followed you. You're like, what? Why? Their account has nothing.
Why not? Flipping dolphins.
But hey, I had the account porn follow me.
Really?
I did.
Holy
I
shit.
even screenshot it and put it on Twitter.
'Cause that's.
I was like,
that's a
I've
life
reached
goal.
I don't need more followers.
Bucket list check.
Check.
Luckily, I don't have Twitter.
You should have Twitter. Twitter is the
I
best
don't
shit ever.
have time for that.
Nobody.
To maintain another social network.
You don't have to maintain it. I just,
So
you know what I do with it? I follow all the things that I want, like Kotaku, blah 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 blah.
9gag.
And then 9gag. And then I just get updates.
Alright.
Like you. Cause I have, God damn it.
I just
Just that one.
Yeah, it's funny because I moved here 1 month ago and I can actually see what people see on their phone. Because previously in China, it was just full of weird shit. But here I see people watch Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and what they watch there.
It's not all
It's
blocked.
so
yeah.
embarrassing. It's like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Like, adult
careful.
guy looks like a series manager or whatever, wearing in suit, and he watching this 9gag whatever crap. Damn it.
Oh man,
Or
yeah.
this
9gag is not
style.
for me.
Yeah.
And he's not even smiling. He's like keeping serious,
Oh man.
playing it cool, not cute thing.
But that's the internet nowadays, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything sick that you can think of is there.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the platform.
and it's been
for-
there
Oh,
for
yeah.
a while
But it's
before
that.
you thought of
But
it.
we also, well, that's what I mean. Like every time we joke about something strange or weird or like,
It exists.
It exists somewhere out there.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter how fucking twisted it is.
But it's like I don't know if you guys have seen C.K. Lewis's new comedy special on
No.
Netflix.
No.
But he's doing a joke there, which I think is very suitable. But it's like today, if a guy, a child, a boy child, was born today, now, and we immediately sat him in front of a computer screen and started him off on alphabetically watching all the porn that is available, when he's about 50, he would still be watching the anal section. That's how much fucking porn there is in the world.
Too much data in this
So
world.
I'm not even finished with A, you know?
Shit.
But yeah, so I think
Okay,
that's,
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
how
this
far
is
we've
not the
gone now.
future we expected to get.
It's the future we deserve.
Yeah. It's not a Skynet.
You know it.
Nice. I love that. We haven't referenced any Terminator. Like maybe
Yeah,
an
well-
Arnold thing. That was
Of
good.
course we did. We did a lot of Arnold impression.
Get down. See,
Get down, get to the chopper.
see he cannot.
Adam,
Cannot.
who are you?
I liked Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren when I was a kid.
Oh, Dolph.
They were cool.
Universal Soldiers.
Yeah, that soldier
Fuck
is
yeah.
nice.
Oh, that's something
Was
that I
nice
want to see
movie.
again.
No, it isn't.
And they've
I
done.
think
At
you're gonna be
least-
disappointed.
Yeah.
No,
No, but I
can
think
be
the
quite
first one,
cheesy now.
one,
Yeah,
the
no,
good
first one, yeah.
because he was
They-
watching Double Impact recently. You know, the Double Van Damme
Yeah, I've
movie?
been watching it last year, I guess.
Okay, yeah. He was watching it last week.
It was actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and it-
It's not Lorenzo Lamas.
Yeah.
Oh my God! He was a cop, good at his job, but he committed the ultimate
I
sin.
still
Yeah,
see his
yeah.
like whipping around kicks.
Yeah, that's totally
Roundhouse.
cheesy thing.
Oh yeah. Lorenzo. For all you younglings out there, Google Lorenzo Lamas.
He doesn't look
Prepare
like
to get
that
wet.
anymore. He's not hairy. I googled him recently, actually.
Oh no! Don't ruin the dream, Artem.
I just couldn't get a sleep, and I was thinking about that hairy dude on a motorbike. From it. What's his fucking name?
Renegade.
That's what you think about. Oh my god. So
Yeah,
I don't know. Should we do the retro or the?
I was just trying to think of any question that people would actually have. What have we asked? We've asked about the beginning, the end,
About the
future?
process, future.
future.
This was actually very organized. I would.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Even if it
quite a
wasn't.
plan.
Hey, good job, Artem.
Yeah.
Wow.
This doesn't sound like something we did.
No, we can't take credit for this.
Right.
No, but normally I always want to go back and like see what were your influences as like coming
yeah.
into art and all this. Like, and we have covered that. You've already talked
Yeah,
about Turtles,
covered a bit,
Transformers, and all
yeah.
this stuff. But was it one thing in particular, going back or thinking back, that was like this, like skyrocketed your style or just made you hit next level like crazy?
What made you draw?
I don't
more?
know.
Yeah.
I still don't feel I quite that skyrocketed and stuff. I've been always
It's been
like
a steady progression.
drawing. Yeah, it's like progression. Sometimes I have more inspiration. Sometimes I don't. But usually when I'm stuck with something and I just repeating myself, I'm just trying to get into another thing, like another art.
Mm-hmm.
Like paint a picture or do some animation, some GIF.
But you
or-
haven't, like, because we've talked about it a bunch of times, like when we went and saw Mad Max Fury Road, like we came out of that movie like
Yeah,
just
it was
fueled,
good.
and we were like,
But
fuck, we need to
but
create.
it's probably one movie in 10 years.
Yeah, but do you
Yeah.
remember one movie that you saw and then straight away afterwards you had to like draw like a tribute or something?
I'm not that kind of guy because now it's quite annoying. Like the movie comes out and after release it's all the internet filled with Wonder Woman or Batman
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, especially with the Star
fan.
Wars and
Dude, I take
Robert's
that personal.
crying. Robert is dying
Well,
inside.
it's what I do.
well, if people like it, but most of the people just draw it to attract attention, and it's
Yeah,
not good quality.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's not their vision or something. Most of people don't have a style or kind of good expression.
Sort of.
Yeah,
For me, it's just my fallback all the time because I love Star Wars so much.
Yeah, it's
I just
comfortable.
automatically go back to
I used
I'll
to
draw Boba Fett.
do
or
it
Yoda, or-
in childhood, but now my stuff is so mixed up.
Yeah.
You can easily see a Robocop or Terminator or Alien
okay,
or
yeah.
whatever in my works.
Yeah,
Like
the Terminators are very sort
yeah,
of, sort of
you
prominent.
can
Yeah.
clearly see the influence.
Yeah.
Like it's quite pointless to do some fan art because it already
It's all fan
reminds
art.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if I can ask you something that I think a lot of people are focused on right now, what would you give everyone that's on social media, like one tip to social media, like
Yes,
Instagram,
like-
Twitter?
I'm not good at social media actually. I don't have any.
Yeah, I think it's your particular style. People really sort of cling to it.
But have you noticed, like, does your following go down if you don't post a while, or like?
No.
No, I didn't notice that.
But
But
I can-
I'm trying to post every day.
Yeah.
If it's not every day, I skip weekends.
Okay,
I usually
yeah.
skip weekends.
Okay.
And sometimes I can just upload. I have a lot of stuff just lying around me, just old things or some
So you always
abandoned
have something.
videos, or when I think it would be interesting to see for people like some piece of video in progress or
Yeah, yeah.
something. I'm trying to upload,
Yeah.
but I'm not I'm not trying to
Become
do
Instagram
it
famous.
like this blogging and
Yeah.
every day. It's not my job. Like
Totally.
if it takes longer than 15 minutes, I will not do that.
Mhm.
But I notice you need to have a schedule. Usually when you develop a habit, like in the morning you draw some things and you upload it, so it's quite last every morning.
Yeah.
Like you spend 15-30 minutes and you just upload it.
Yeah.
So if it's on schedule, you got more attention.
Yeah.
Because if it's random every day and something, it's just you get a random.
Yeah.
It's not because people check, like adult people usually check it in the morning, during lunch, and while they commuting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how guys at school doing it. I
have no
think
idea how.
nowadays they just browse their
time.
phone.
Yeah, they never ever stop looking. Yeah.
But let me rephrase the question a bit and take it more like how you view, because what I see when a lot of people are asking me to like share their work or check out their stuff, what I personally feel like, for example, on social media is that people don't spend time improving; they just spend time Instagram.
Yeah, that's true.
arting. You
That's
know what
true.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like when I draw something, I have this like the latest piece that I did, that flower girl thing. Like I have this idea for my daughter, and then I was gonna interpret it, and then I was like, oh shit, now I'm gonna do my leaf things that I do. And then after I did the inking, I was like, no, I should push this even further and see if I can put color
that's
to
quite
it.
nice approach, like a reel, like you do
Exactly.
it for you.
For me, exactly. And I tried to share the process so people see all the steps. And you told me, like, you posted 7 times. I was like, shit, I posted 7 times?
Oh
that's
yeah,
too
it
much.
was the same.
Yeah. yeah.
But that was last week.
That was last week, yeah.
We're up to more now.
Yeah, now it's one more. But I mean that you should draw, like, for yourself. I feel that a lot of people are just like Instagram and they don't spend, like the time for it, and you just like, ugh, I don't want to follow this account.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, like I think that is like what I would sort of tell people to do is to sort of improve. If you're beginning your art journey, don't only draw for Instagram. Maybe limit Instagram 3 times a week.
Yeah, try to
But
upload
on
the
schedule,
best thing, best piece.
Because sketches are fun, but they're only fun if you have them in either, like,
kind
like,
of organized and
Yeah.
be honest with yourself. Like if you want to post the best thing, just post what you think the best thing.
Yeah.
Don't ask other people, because everybody has opinion and they will
oh yeah, if you don't like
shit
feedback,
talk you
yeah.
and that's it. And I noticed some people, they just watch and trying to copy style. You know, some artists, they have a really like a free manner, like free
Yeah,
style, like
exactly.
strokes and stuff, and you see it looks so cool because there are like 30 years behind that, and
Of course.
but different youngsters trying to repeat that, but it doesn't,
Yeah.
and they post kind of their work in that style, and it doesn't look like that. Like the stroke is wrong, the direction is like broken, and it's
Yeah.
not cool. Like when you're trying to copy things, don't
I think you should at
don't
least
start from style.
Yeah.
It's a wrong approach.
I like that advice actually.
Yeah,
We've
that's
never
good.
said that before, but yeah,
You
it's
will
a really good. Don't focus on the
Get
style.
it
Yeah.
because style is not the like I don't like my style. It's like
well, that's
it's
what-
I draw how I draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You don't think
how
about it.
I can draw.
Yeah.
I would like to draw realistic thing or other, but it depends on your way of expression.
Yeah.
Or how do you think? How way of thinking? And
Yeah, and finding, I
and
guess, the
seeing-
pride in your work as well. Even if
Yeah.
you're never satisfied 100% and you always want to be better, maybe sort of find a level where you're sort of like, I'm actually pretty good, but I need to get better. But
Yeah.
still find that appreciation
True
to keep
that.
going.
It's taken me 30 years to reach that point.
Yeah, and I still hate your stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
Not
Hey,
a fan.
I have another 30 years in me to go.
Sure. Yes.
No, but man, we've been drawing. I remember like when we were kids and you were drawing and then you started doing like those realistic animals and shit, and I was like, oh shit, he's like trying to pass me. And then I step up my game, and then he started doing portraits. I'm like,
But it's always nice to have friends and hang out
Yeah.
with artist friends. Not only follow them on Instagram or social networks like people do now. I know even some serious artists, they just drink beer together and just draw shit, and they just have fun.
Have you ever been to the Sketch Tuesdays group in the past? Because I know that some people from NetEnt used to go there.
No.
No, they didn't invite you.
there.
I'm sorry. No, but we used to have a group on Tuesdays, like after work. We would all meet at like Man in the Moon or some other place around the city.
Yeah, I've been
And just-
in Man in the Moon,
Oh,
but
yeah.
not for drawing.
Yes, I've been there.
It's like a drink and draw thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You just sit down, talk shit, and draw stuff.
Yeah, it's good. Draw shit, talk shit.
Talk shit.
Yeah, it's all about the poo.
But now we do podcasts instead.
What fun.
Still about the poo.
Still at the So now that we've talked shit about everyone,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's not offend someone for like 2 minutes and move on to
We've done the retro.
retro.
Done
we did
the retro?
actually.
Yeah.
We did sort of the retro. Yeah,
So Lorenzo Lamas was retro.
Yeah.
he was.
It's-
He was
yeah.
very retro. Artem's
True
biggest
that.
inspiration from the 90s.
Yeah.
Lorenzo.
Check him out.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Check
then
out that.
I guess it's only like the art tip or
Art tip.
Yeah,
thing
if
that
you
you
could
know.
give,
Yeah.
if you could give like one piece of advice to all the artists out there, the most valuable advice that
Whatever it is.
Artem has to offer.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't know. Throw out your phone and draw your shit. Start it now. Right
yeah,
now.
That's some good
but
advice,
that is
people.
actually some good advice.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. Simple truths. The hardest ones to accept.
Yeah, just
But
don't
listen-
think too much.
yeah.
Express yourself, and that's it.
And then when you
Finish
go,
listening to this episode before you throw out your phone.
yeah, that'd be terrible. Terrible way of listening to the podcast.
But don't forget to upload it, because I noticed among my friends and people I know, there are many amazing artists. They don't post anything. They don't show it anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
I
insane.
And it's quite
I have those. Too.
sad, because the whole purpose of art is to
Sure,
it.
make
yeah.
it visual and to show to people.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
But I think like a lot of artists that are good usually have a lot of like the ones that have jobs, like big ones. They don't post that much. They
Yeah.
just like go from project to project.
yeah, and they post batch of stuff.
Yeah, every now and
Yeah,
then.
exactly.
But they don't. Some of them don't even have a huge following. They just have,
No,
you know, work is just keeps coming in. They don't get. They don't need
but
to
they
make.
show it anyway.
Yeah, they do show it. Like I mean, like they have like a feature film or they have this or that they can show off.
Yeah, but they concentrated on work
Yeah,
rather than
exactly.
showing off.
And
Because
then-
you'll see their stuff in the movies anyway.
Yeah,
exactly.
It will be seen. It's
they don't,
visual.
They don't need that type of
Yeah.
recognition, you know.
Yeah, but then you have like, if you're starting off, it's really good to get sort of somewhere online, just so you have a body of work, so people can find you. Like it's not like I get offers every day, but offers still come in every now and then. I get them through LinkedIn, through Twitter, through Instagram. And I don't even have a huge following in the sense of other artists, you know, some have like 300,000. I'm like, how the fuck, you know, but you don't have to do that. You can be a smaller artist and still sort of succeed. You know, people will ask for your work, especially if they see that you sort of put time in, like time on it.
Mhm.
So yeah, it doesn't need to be a huge following. You just need to be like active when you're not drawing.
just start
Yeah.
doing it for fun.
Exactly, and post it, and then
Yeah.
take it from there.
I think that's the most important thing.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
keep having fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Fun, like the way we're sounding right now. Fun.
Fun. What the fun?
What the fun?
Fun, man. Dude.
That's a terrible word in
Yeah.
Swedish. Fun. We ska ha fun.
How it's translated in Swedish?
Fun.
No? Fun? Just fun?
Fun. Kul.
Mm.
Kul.
Cool?
Kul.
Kul.
That is Swedish word for fun.
Yeah.
And then when you write it on your phone, sometimes you get kuk. which is not as much
I know,
fun.
I know that. What's that?
Almost every time.
Yeah.
I learned some basic Swedish.
That's the best thing about autocorrect. It
Yeah,
teaches
sometimes
you.
you're like having skitkul and then like skitkuk and then you just send it and you're like, I don't have shit dick. Yeah.
Skitkuk.
Yes. Terrible. But dude, where can they find you except Google?
Google?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Google, just Google everywhere. If you Google me, it will just point you to all my social networks, to Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, Behance. It's basically my main things. YouTube, but I don't post that much anymore.
Yes, you do. But on YouTube,
Yeah.
you don't. Yeah. But every now and then.
I post there only when I'm in the mood to shoot something
Yeah.
on video.
So look for Artem
Artem.
Solop.
Yeah.
I need to check your YouTube videos. I didn't know you
He
had.
follows us.
Nothing interesting.
He follows Sketchbook
He
Heroes.
doesn't follow my.
It's just a
YouTube.
fake digital stuff
Yeah.
without soul and emotions.
But we have, but
Vector
come on, dude.
graphics.
Hey, we have a picture and sound
Yeah.
right now. Robert is still editing that video that he promised you 3 weeks ago.
You can make a logo floating or some word art, you
Yeah.
know,
Actually,
like
yeah.
best quotations.
Yeah,
in
you should
that
get on
3D.
that.
Yeah, you're all.
Like your style suck in 3D rotating.
And then at
neon
the
glow.
end, yeah, Robert says you're all idiots.
Disappearing in a puff of smoke.
Like fake Lorenzo Lamas.
Oh, that
fake,
would be
so
fake
good.
Hawaiian dude.
Yeah, and we cut him out like really poorly.
With that pink glitter thing
Oh, that
and
would be so
stars.
good. We can have
Yeah.
like the spinning globe. Yeah, that is awesome with the doves, the
doves.
the
Be nice.
old like websites.
I think there should be a lot of GIFs around from all the word art and stuff.
There's
like
a page
Windows
dedicated
95.
Yeah, dedicated to those web pages. Like,
Nice.
go in and find like Christian web design.
Yeah, there was like web page of 1996 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
It was like vault of old school internet.
I mean, some of them are
It was so
bad.
crappy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like when they posted, like there's one of them. I don't remember what it was called. It was for like a school, and they posted like they cut out this bus really poorly, or like a photo,
And it's
they want a girl on it that goes to school or goes to the bus, and she's like ginormous compared to the bus, and they're like sort of on the same plane. You're like, what the fuck?
What is this?
And it's 8-color
Bus for
GIF.
You know it, and it's like so badly cut out, like it's it's so bad, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have the doves at the top beside the school's name. You're like, that's not really. That's more like, I don't know, a school I wouldn't want to send my kids to.
Maybe the guy was paid to design that page back in the days.
You know it. That's the thing.
Like
Someone
nice
got
money.
That is
Quite.
the thing. Like they
Amen.
probably did.
Yeah, but it's like we said with the guy that sold his turd, painted it gold. Yeah, the gold turd, and he's like,
Yeah.
they were like, oh yeah, we'll put it in a museum. And you're
Well,
like,
maybe
"Wow."
people will browse through our Instagram in 20 years and will
And laugh.
laugh of it.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I got
Look
paid,
how
bitch ass.
retarded is this shit.
No, but it's like Vanilla Ice. He made a ton of money.
Yeah,
Everyone
he's,
laughs at him.
I think
so
he's
it's
a
fine.
contractor now. Or like-
Is he?
Yeah.
Who?
Or something.
Vanilla Ice, Ninja
Ice,
Turtles
Ice
live
Baby.
action soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Ninja,
I
go.
Okay, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
He you know,
Nice.
he was a serious artist back then.
Mhm.
Ish.
Serious.
Ish.
I know only
Serious-
one
no.
song.
Yeah.
He pretty much only had one song.
Yeah, we
that one and the
also know
Turtles
that song. Yeah. And everyone nowadays or later just laughed at him because he looked silly. He was
Yeah,
like,
he looks like a douchebag 90s.
yeah, exactly.
Like
Still
a
does.
very like traditional. Like,
yeah. And they had an
cliche.
interview with him, and he was like, I don't care. I made a lot
Yeah,
of money.
that was
Like,
back in the days.
back in the day.
It
yeah,
was a
you
kind of
move on.
style. He was the only like.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think
The
he
most
buys
obvious.
and sells houses now. That's what he does. Not a contractor. So
A realtor. Or like not even that.
not
He's
even
sort
that.
of,
No,
yeah,
he
he's
buys a house. He sort of makes it a little bit nicer, and then he just sells it. And
house whoring.
I've heard a lot
I
of
don't know.
like a lot of semi-famous actors and semi-famous people do that.
Ah, okay.
That's their thing. and interior decorating. Maybe that's something you should look into, Artem. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Give you some life tips, bro.
When I get retired.
When I get retarded.
Dude, we're already there.
I think this episode.
I'm here. Yeah. Actually, I thought they singing that back in the days.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
it's amazing.
When you dreamt about your realtor job. Oh, he's a black eyed peas?
I'm bad at communication with people and all that stuff with law and taxes. I cannot buy and sell house.
Of course you can, dude.
I can
Running
pay.
a company in Sweden is super simple. Like if you want to run it from here, it depends on, I don't know, what the requirements are.
I need to Google it.
No, but Sweden is super simple. You start the company, of course,
Yeah, I
depending on the
noticed
type of
one
company.
thing: just pay taxes and you will be okay.
Yeah,
And don't
for
do
no-
illegal shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty
and
much
to
it.
keep track of your things, you hire someone, like a accountant type of person.
Uh-huh.
They keep track of it. You buy something, you give them the receipts.
Yep.
They fix them for you. They sort of like they write them down in the books, and then when it comes time, like that yearly thing that they do, they
Give them money.
yeah,
Yeah.
they do shit. It works. You get
Like
some-
annual report.
yeah, exactly. And it's so easy to keep track of if you don't want to do it yourself and
Yeah.
maybe want to spend your time drawing.
I mean, it is kind of costly for people who don't make a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
It's always
I
like that.
understand that. some
But you can
people
find,
do
like-
it themselves, but I
Yeah.
think it's definitely worth
Oh,
it.
it's so worth
Like,
it. Yeah.
Just such a load off of my shoulders.
Yeah, it's always hassle to work with
Weight
papers.
off of my
It
shoulders.
is, and especially when you get like a form and it has like a million sort of boxes to fill in, and you're like, this is nonsense talk. Like no one talks like this.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. Every year I was like, what the fuck is this? Where am I supposed to do what? And you just have a person.
Yeah,
Special person.
very special.
Numbers.
Yeah,
My Carlos has been changed to somebody else now.
Oh, really? Now it's Carla?
No, it's what's her
someone.
name? It's like, she's got a really cool name, and it's too cool to remember.
Carlita.
It's almost like Shira or Shira Wow.
Shira?
something.
That is a cool name for her name is Shira.
That cool.
It's a very original name, but I think it's cool. Yeah, I can't remember her name. And
Carnisha.
I like met her 2 seconds.
Oh,
and didn't know
nice.
she was gonna take over. They didn't even notify me. Like,
Oh.
oh yeah, she's gonna take over everything. So like, thanks for letting me know. I got a letter from the tax people saying, oh yeah, she has full access to all your tax things now. Oh, so we've gone that far. You didn't ask me about that. But
Oh, well.
I think she's a little bit cheaper than Carlos, which is good. Carlos, I think he's probably mostly into like the big drug deals now, back in South America.
Yeah, of course.
Carlos. You know
The
Carlos.
cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carlos from the cartel.
Yeah, little Latino guy.
In
Carlos. Yeah.
Venezuela or what?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, we call
Colombia.
him Carlos.
Oh, yeah.
Carlos.
Carlos.
Yeah. With the
Because
big.
you don't want to get busted, man.
Yeah.
No.
It just shoots you sideways.
You don't mess with Carlos. You know his
exactly,
numbers.
sideways and
Yeah, pointing down and up and over or under. And, yeah,
this is just not
blasting two
the
off.
last 10 minutes.
That's what we do. Fuck, I can't wait for Rick and Morty season 3. God damn it. Like, just saying. Like, it's gone way too long now. We need to see this. We need to see it. Stop touching my beard. What are you doing? You got your own beard.
No, I put my hand in my ass and just wanted to wipe it somewhere. No.
You're making Artem jealous.
I don't have a beard.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, yeah, why don't you have a beard?
Quite
I'm
a
just kidding.
minority. It doesn't grow properly.
Dude, this is laziness, trust me.
This
Like,
is,
as much as it looks
me.
nice.
This is my 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
But does it help when it's cold? No.
Don't know. I haven't
I
checked.
always
it
thought
freezes.
it helps.
You know what it helps? If you want to sort of like, if your hamburger has too much ketchup, it'll
Oh,
get around.
Okay.
Yeah, also that. And
Yeah, I
plus you
noticed
get,
that
like,
on the
snot
extremely bearded
popsicles.
people.
Yeah, really
Uh-huh.
nice.
Like, if I spit and I don't do it like...
Because then you can like lick it later on. and
Okay.
still
No,
there.
but if I spit now that it's like super wild, like if I'm not careful, it'll just stick here, and I'll just walk around with
You got
this.
the little bubbles.
Yeah, like
The
little
spit
water.
bubbles.
Yeah. So you have to, like, you can't do anything. Like if I eat in public, I need to sort of like have like a tissue and just like
Yeah, we do the Hannibal Lecter thing.
Oh. Okay. Sketchbook Heroes. Rate us on iTunes. Listen on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube,
And
Twitter,
whatever.
Facebook, everywhere. Google it, like Artem says.
Yeah,
Just
Google
Google
it.
that shit.
God damn it.
Yeah, and have fun.
And have fun.
Yes, and have
Most
fun.
important thing. And my name is Robert, and
His
that's
name
Ilias.
is
He's pointing at
Elias.
himself. He's pointing
Pointing
at
at
his
my penis.
crotch. Yeah.
No. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so tired. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Artem, for joining the Sketchbook
Thanks
Heroes.
for
man.
inviting.
Yeah, it looks like you've always been here.
Quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, also.
I just around the corner if you need another podcast. I can
Dude,
join.
Yeah.
We will definitely have you back. And
About
also,
shit talk retro and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was an absolute pleasure, man.
Yeah, man. Again, Sketchbook Heroes out.
There